And we're live. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm sure a lot of people were confused about the go live notification. I hope so. I'm kind of amazed that Twitch let me get away with that, but welcome, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, Sora, RGB, Siphon, Pigeons, Big Blue Sweet, Uranium. Hey, everybody. All right, so we're about to make some more pool-based horror. This is for two reasons here. It's both the latest Cursed Files prompt, so I'm jumping all the way up to the current one, and a little art trade with Ocean Man, who is Big Blue Buzzard in chat. Who is going to make a character for the Googliel universe, and I am going to make not really a character, a thing, creature, I guess, for his own universe, which takes place in a like pool rooms style area. So it's going to be a pool-based horror. I'm going to make it in a like non-specific way so that it can apply both to Ocean's World and to just like a general like medical horror creature design type post. I think that's how I'm gonna frame it. But the idea is that the caustics in the pool, and if you don't know what caustics are, specifically in terms of light refraction, I'm gonna show it to you. It's when you see the bottom of the pool, or it doesn't have to be the pool, right? This also happens in the sea and water. It can also be, the refraction that light makes on other surfaces like this, or these little lights that happen in the shadows of glasses. Those are caustics too. Really, really beautiful type of lights. Usually in pools, this sort of thing. It's a sort of dancing lights. And we're going to make a dangerous version of them. So the idea that we're going to work with is that there's a specific type of microscopic creature that pretends to be caustic, so it kind of blends in with the caustics. And if you touch them, it'll burn your skin in that shape. So we're going to take this sort of pattern. I want to see this sort of pattern and etch it on someone's skin like it's a burn. That's the idea we're working with. The prompt confuse you if you have never heard that word in your life? Well, caustic can also mean corrosive. So it actually kind of mixes both meanings of the word caustic. It's caustic both in the term of like light refraction, and also caustic in the way that it burns you like it's corrosive. These microorganisms are caustic indeed. Horn Blast, thank you for the follow. We are gonna go with siphonophores, which are a very fun type of creature that exists in real life. Siphonophores are a colony of basically like very small jellyfish that basically connects together into a really long line, a really long chain. So the idea we're going to go with is a bunch of microscopic jellyfish that, have evolved and adapted to look like caustics to kind of blend in with the water. Siphonophore is my beloved. No, Siphon, I'm sorry, no C. It's SIPH. Also, the Portuguese man-o-war is a siphonophore, I think, or is related to siphonophores. I'm not actually sure. but it's the same type of creature. It's a colony of tiny little guys. Look at them up close. Aren't they weird? It is one, yes, okay. Bean! No! Don't bite cables. Hold on, Bean is being crazy. He's always doing this. Every time I start a stream, he goes wild because he sees me like moving around a bunch. He wakes up. Okay, no, you can't touch the door, little guy. He was trying to open the door because he's trying to get to a cable. Runs through it. What's up, Bean? What's up? Yeah, you're trying to bite the internet off, aren't you? Bean, we're streaming. Say hi to chat. Look, look, look. Oh, look, right up here. Yeah, right there. That's chat. You can go keep being crazy. Yeah, Bean gets mad when it's not about him. Also, yeah, the return of the beard. It's coming back. It's coming back, especially around here. It's nice. Still a little weak around here, so it needs. I would say it needs a week to get to look right, fully. Bean, what the hell are you doing? Who wants attention? I'm gonna teach Bean a trick. What do you want to do, Bean? You're gonna bring me... Hold on. Where is it? Where's your hair tie? Stay with me. I'm gonna see if he brings me the hair tie. This. Bean, you gotta bring this to me, okay? Okay, little man? Okay. Look. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Now bring it to me. Let's see. If he does, he gets a treat. Darkness 25. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so we've set up what we want to do. It's siphonophores, and well, siphonophores are going to be microscopic, but the idea, the image I want to do is someone's skin, maybe someone's back, being burned in the shape of caustics. So like this sort of shape, but applied as burns. And I have bean hairs in my beard. Well, that's the downside of the beard. Bean, you forgot about the hair tie. You forgot about it. It's right here. Look, bring it to me. He's ignoring it. Come on. Take it. There you go. All right. So how about we jump straight to finding pictures? I'm gonna go to Photoshop. And Bean, leave the cable alone. Oh my god. He's being unstoppable today. Need to distract him, otherwise he will turn the stream off because he will bite the internet cable too much. Thankfully I got his favorite toy. There you go. There you go. That was an easy distraction. Hey Michi. His AIDS slapped his bald face. Slap my bald face. Okay, so we're here in Photoshop, and we're gonna go right here and search for back. Actually, I used this one very recently. But I'd like maybe a more of a close-up of the back. Dean, what's up? He'll settle down after a bit. But right now he's in this cable biting moment. Oh, maybe it can be someone sitting on the edge of a pool. Kind of like he just left the pool. Let's see. Let me look for pools. What kind of things I find. What am I making? I'm making something related to caustics. These little lights that appear in pools and other bodies of water. Who did this? Is it... Okay, she's lying on a towel. And the towel is exactly the same color as the hair. I thought it was just like a very sloppy paint job, like in the... around the hair. Where they didn't select it correctly. No, it's just a strange filter that makes everything super blue. Two bros chilling in the pool, 5 feet apart because they're terrified of the caustic jellyfish. See, I was thinking of something like this, but... where we get to the back of the person instead of the front like this. I mean, it could also be like burns on someone's face or something, but I feel like I do faces a lot in medical horror, and that's because, you know, it's the most striking place to show a horrible disease when it shows up on the face. But I feel like you gotta change it up a little. Otherwise it'll look a bit samey, maybe. Faces are humanizing. Yeah. It makes it feel more tragic when you see the person's face reacting to it. The puppy. We're not gonna burn the puppy, don't worry. That would be evil. I'm not evil. Okay. This sort of perspective, man. I feel like it wouldn't make sense if it was someone in the pool. I feel like if you get burned, you will first of all leave the water. See what we find though. It's gonna be a million pictures, so we're just like kind of sifting through them and seeing what there is. Maybe this? We're just like cropping out the top part of that, but I get the feeling this picture might not be very good in terms of quality. I don't know, it's loading. It's certainly loading. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? Hope you've had a nice day so far. Or a nice start of your day, depending on your time zone. Honestly, this one could work pretty well. It's just a little washed out. And it's clearly someone in a pool. People on your driving lesson, nice. I was horrible in my driving lessons. I failed the exam 3 times. 3 times? I think so, maybe 4 actually. I forget. But it's fine, I drive well now. You made an edit in the operating room? Ooh, let me see. You did that so quick. That looked beautiful. I have yet to see Smiling Friends, but I do know that character. Like this one could be nice as well. She kind of has the hair all over her back. Oh, look at this. Well, whenever it loads, yeah, the fastest meme skills in the South. Whoa, this is gonna be good for the Fractal series. Let's see how big the texture is. Pixels, yeah, it's decently big. Okay. I'm gonna save that in here. There we go. Here's another one where the person is in the pool, but and also has a pretty annoying filter. I don't love it. Why is there so many dogs in pools? I don't want to burn the dog. Please stop. Many pictures of people trying to look hot next to a pool. And we don't want a picture to look hot. This person just got horribly burned. Remove this. Bean, what are you up to? You're awfully silent. Oh, you're right there. Oh, this is a good one of Caustics too. I should have been looking for these as well, because these are patterns we're going to put on the skin. We're going to burn on the skin. That's another one. Let's see this. I feel like the vibe would be better in an indoor pool. But it's harder to find pictures of those. When I stick my leg in the water and the reflection has branded me, exactly. Sorrowfell, thank you for the follow. Will this be somewhat similar to the flatline creatures in Doctor Who? I have no idea. I haven't watched Doctor Who. If you can explain what those creatures are to me. Maybe I'll tell you. Bean. Bean is attacking my chair now. Going full on beast mode. Lighting changes make it look like indoors. In this type of image, it would be hard because of the very harsh shadows. Especially coming from a side like this. Maybe you, in an indoor pool, you get fluorescent type lights above. He just did a backflip. He's going wild playing with this toy. I just left it on the side of my chair, and every time I move a little bit, the toy moves with me, so he's playing with that. Like 2D creatures that absorb people, they try to access the 3D realm. Then it's nothing like that, but that sounds like a cool concept. No, it's microscopic creatures that live in the water and look like caustics, like these lights. And if you go under them, they will burn you in the shape of those caustics. So the way to avoid them is to look for caustics that are too still. You know, caustics usually move around as the waves in the water above do their thing. But if you see some that are too still, that's the creature. Don't be fooled. See, like this, but this is permanently burned into your skin. Okay, we're getting unrelated pictures. Let me go back to the original search for back. And maybe I can just find a good one that I can then put a full background on. Sounds like a free tattoo. Ryudo, thank you for the follow. I mean, aggro, I appreciate your way of seeing things. Glass half full type mentality. Most of these pictures are just going to be girls trying to look hot in the beach, but hopefully we'll find one that looks natural. Like, hey, this is not bad. It doesn't kill me, gives me cool scars. This one isn't bad. It looks pretty natural. Something like this. Honestly, it doesn't necessarily have to be the back. It's just kind of the area that made more sense when I thought about it. Me, your beans. Oh, can I show your beans to chat? Where did you post them? Was it in staff? Yes, here it is. Frijoles del frijolito. In honor of Bean. Thank you so much. The back is the largest surface area of the body. I mean, the torso in general is, but it just depends on how you cut up the body. If you consider both legs a single unit, it's probably more. There you go. Attack, attack, fight. Fight, my boy. You're trying different techniques to get these kidney beans to sprout. Planted several in straight soil. You're soaking more in water. You can put them in a plastic bag with paper towels. Nice. Hope your experiments work out. I mean, it could be this if we changed the foamy water into just regular pool water. Or if we just cut it strategically. Good luck, Hammy. May bean protect your beans. Most of these back pictures are people. Oh, I got some nudes. Sorry about that. Don't look at them. Yeah, most of these pictures of backs are just people looking hot. And we don't want that. It's gonna be body horror. This one's pretty nice. Come on, Bean. Attack this and not the cable. Come over. Come over. I don't know why I keep getting nudes in these searches. I mean, this one I guess was pretty suspicious, but... At least we got a kitty. Look at that. Bed in the background. Oh yeah, Bean is right back there. You'll see him later. Shanty, thank you so much for 7 months. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me think. What other options do we have apart from the back? It's true that I've also done a back-centric one very recently. So maybe that's repeating myself a bit. It could be a burned, like, limb. Hand. No? I haven't done that much hand horror. Gail the Beloved, thank you so much for the follow. I feel like hands, in terms of human expressiveness, is that a word? Are second only to faces, or even first. You ever seen how, like, most animals, like dogs and cats, interact with us? They will look at your hands much more than at your face. To them, that's the important part. That's why they follow with their eyes. At least all the cats and dogs I've known. Could be a leg too. Or sitting on the edge, yeah. I think I'm gonna start with hand. Because I like that. It's an expressive part of the body. A dog throws hands. They always push their faces into their hands, right? I always found that interesting. So yeah, I feel like to pets, our hands are like the main endpoint of the body, like the most important bit. It could be the hand coming out of the pool directly. Hey, Cryptid. Okay, we have many hands we could use. But I feel like the best ones would be something like this, which shows a little bit of arm and a lot of surface, like the palm or the back of the hand, where we can see, you know, more surface to put our burns on. I feel like the back of the hand would be better, but we'll see. We'll see what we find and what we vibe with. I think I've used this picture. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I'm correct. If you know where I've used this picture, say it in the chat before I find it. It's gonna be a hard one. Let me see. This was... What was it, this picture? Yes, it was. Okay. I want your guesses in the chat. This picture on the left, this hand. God damn it, Siphon, you got it on one. I thought it would be harder. Yep, that's the one. It's only the tip, the top of them, but it is a fractal fingernails. You were so fast. It sucks if these creatures leaves the scars, but also lingering burning pain that doesn't go away until expiration. Yeah. That would suck. That's probably what's gonna happen. You guys are fast. Can't believe this. Oh, here's a good hand x-ray. Sorry, if I find a good picture like this, I'll just download it. Add it to my resources folder. Let's see, this one's pretty good too. Got a bit of an arm. I don't care much about the background here. I'll probably use a pool background. The Bone Collector. I like that title. That sure sounds like me. Is this... Hold on. It's an actual tattoo, or they did... No, okay, it's an actual tattoo. Just seeing the thumbnail, it kind of felt like someone just put a Nirvana PNG on there. What's up, Bean? Come over here. Come, Bean. Hey. It's going wild. We could have 2 hands. Oh my god, this edits. This thing was all over Instagram a few years ago. Like, literally everybody was making this edit, and this is... Whoever masked this, I have some words for them. It usually was a train or something coming out of the screen. This one's kind of weird, the angle of it, but... All the fingers extending from the water. Now I think for these ones it would be out of the water. But probably on some like tiling. Here, I found another funny edit. It kind of went a bit overboard in darkening the edges. Like, this sort of thing might be fun if it wasn't on like white water. If it was on a regular transparent water. But then again, it might confuse the effects of the caustics. What I'm mostly looking for here is a hand that doesn't really have a lot of strong shadows on it. So mostly softer shadows. This, like, not like this. That'll make the edit clearer. Kabuya, thank you for the follow. Don't make jokes about white substances on this Christian chat. Magic Spyglass, thank you for the follow. Look! It exists in real life. Thank you for the safe reminder. This is exactly what we want to make. But like outside the water. I'm not glowing, a burn, but that's the vibes. It could be like a first part, like this and then this with the burns. What is that? What? Hello, Bean. Are you still going crazy? Yes, you are. Distracting him so he doesn't bite cables. Oh, I've been writing a lot of Dreadfarer today. We're still writing like the text of the game. That's why you haven't seen me do a lot of images. It's because I want to get like most of the writing done first and then choose what I do for images. Oh, there's a really similar image right there, but with an even nicer background. It's nice. If you don't remember what Dreadfire is, we did a Kickstarter for it last month, beginning of last month, I think. And it is a solo TTRPG, so a little role-playing game that you can play on your own. There's also going to be optional multiplayer roles, but mostly meant for people to play themselves, where you fill a book, a little sketchbook or a notebook of your travels through a strange new land of Lemuria. And yeah, it's basically like early 20th century. They find a new continent and you're going there to explore, and I don't know, you can be anything from a grave robber to a person, to an archaeologist trying to solve its mysteries. But yeah, we're filling up the book itself, all the areas you're going to be able to visit. I'm introducing little mysteries in each of these areas. I don't know, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can play as a rat if you want. You can do anything. You can do anything your heart desires. And this one's fun, but I also wanted to show that there's another example of caustics on human skin. We found this specific picture like 10 times already. Yeah. Once the game is fully written, and we've done a couple early tests, I'm gonna play test it live on stream. So I'm gonna be doing a playthrough of the game, or at least a chunk of it, on stream to, you know, both to test the mechanics and to see how balanced everything is, and to show you guys what the game's gonna look like. Okay, I think we've seen enough hands. I'm getting numb from looking at too many hands. Wait, we found something really important. Him. Bean, come over here. Come on, don't be crazy. Come up here and sit with me. Come on. $400 more points. For what, Dilf? What you planning? And hide. Okay, so my favorites are, I think these two. Obviously would have to change the background into something that looks a bit more like a pool. Let me start by cutting out this one. Spidey, thank you so much. I'm glad you caught a stream. I'm having a great night. We're making some medical horror with pools. It'll make sense. Don't worry. Okay, I have way too many pictures here. I'm gonna take them all and group them. In case we change our mind, we got all the other pictures right here. Curious about the 5-minute edits. I mean, if you got any funny meme ideas or want to see like an alternate version of what I'm making, that's what it's for. Okay, so we got this. Let's start with a quick background. Let me look for tiles. I want something that feels like, you know, the tiles next to a pool. Like this sort of thing, but without the distortion, right? Maybe this? It has sort of similar lighting to the hands. It kind of comes from above. I mean, that could work, I think. Maybe slightly different color. There's something a bit more blue than green. And a little bit lighter. Bean, don't get obsessed. Come over here. I'm gonna pick up the bean. He's been obsessed with that cable. The internet cable. So he can't bite that. You, mister, are gonna stay in air jail for a minute. Until I get you to think about something else. That isn't destroying the stream by biting the internet cable. My little man? Do you understand? Do you understand? Don't look at me.
Frijolito.
Look at me.
Ahí en growing a plenty in Iran.
Hey,
Viva el rey.
listen to me when I speak. Listen to me when I speak, little man. He's not listening. He's looking away. You have been accused of serious crimes. Crimes against cables. How do you plead? I think his silence speaks volumes. It's okay, he's just a little man. He's just a little man. He doesn't understand. He thinks it's all toys. Okay, you're staying in shoulder jail for a minute. Not that it's a jail, he loves it there.
Please, baby.
He's purring right now. He's innocent. He pleads baby. What is it with cats and cables? I don't know. Here, you can have your hair tie, Bean. Oh. Leave the confines of your bean cam. My client pleads oopsie daisy.
All of our molest creature like the forbidden chomp. No eat more sap.
What's up, Bean? Oh, he's bringing me the hair tie. Are you bringing it to me? What's up? You give me? Oh, he gave it to me. Very good, Bean. Very good. Yeah. You get, as promised, your treats. Ooh, that's exciting. You get treats for bringing me the hair tie. It's our fetch game. Okay, bean. Here. Look. Here. Give us a good crunch. Good crunch? Oh, that wasn't too crunchy, but that was fine. I shall take it. You bought a new cable for your phone because your cat keeps chewing them. I know that feeling. I have to hide a bunch of my chargers, like behind the bed in like specific places, so Bean can't get to them. Whoa. Bean touching Photoshop once again. Oh, he's bringing me the hair tie. Here, go for it. Get it. No? Okay. He gave up really quickly. Once a hair tie was a little bit too far, it was like, nah, I'm staying. It's not enough crazy for today. Anyway, let's look for caustics now. What happens if I look for caustics? I get a lot of 3D renders. That term is used a lot in like 3D engines. So I guess I have to look for pool again, and in this search, look more for these patterns. So mostly clear pictures that show the caustic patterns on the pool without a lot of distortion from the top of the water and without any like patterns like tiles below, like not this. That way I can isolate only the ripples, only the lights on the bottom. And I can apply those onto the skin. Okay, so this one has some distortion from the top. Some like little dirty thingies floating around, which is not the best. But this chunk here, or a few chunks like here and here, look pretty good. This one here, this central area looks quite good. It does have some distortion, but I think if you remove the context of, you know, the surface of the water, it should look pretty good. This one looks quite clean, especially this chunk around here. And honestly, this one looks the cleanest of them all. I can see pretty much no distortion on the top of the water. All these have a little bit of perspective, right? Like we're looking at the pool, we're seeing like the edge of it. So we can correct a little bit for that. But it shouldn't matter too much if I'm only using this chunk. Oh, sorry, sneeze. Sometimes bean hairs get in my nose, like get stuck in my beard and then in the mustache here, and then I breathe them in and they make me sneeze. I'm not allergic, thankfully. At some point I thought, oh shit, maybe I'm allergic to cats. But no, it is like a physical reaction to getting tickled in the nose. Okay, so what will be the best way of doing this? I'm thinking color burn with inverts, desaturates, and maybe a high pass. Yeah. And then levels. Bingo. Thank you for the safe reminder. Plague zombies in Helix. Oh, it's Helix. You're so allergic to cats. Oh no. I'm sorry for you, Lilith. You shall only be able to interact with being through the screen. Like so. Ooh, yeah. Funny how you have a nose full of your own hair and be fine, but the second a stray hair gets in, it's over. That's true. That's so sad. This is what it looks like without any modification. Without any layer mode. And so multiply is a little more boring. Color burn. I just kind of went with color burn because it has the word burn in. I'm gonna be honest. It is meant to look like burns, but let's see. If I remove these hue saturation, it'll look blue. What if I invert the color? So if I go to hue saturation, turn that blue, now it becomes red. That's how colors be. It's so smart. Multiply doesn't work well for fleshy stuff. Yeah, not in general. It looks too gray usually. It doesn't apply a lot of color information. Like, it looks too soft here for what we need. Now let's see. Yeah, I want to do something real quick, just because it's bothering me. There's an inversion of the same layer. It's just, you know, just the background from that layer. I'm gonna get the shadows out of there. So I'm gonna put that in multiply. I'm gonna... Actually, I kind of like the color this gives. Yeah. It gives a bluish color, but I think it works. It kind of has that, bit of that pool vibe. But I am gonna change the levels. Nice. We got a shadow made. Instead of making it manually, using the actual one is often better. And actually, yeah, I can probably remove the edge there. LOL Sunder, or Law Sunder. Thank you for the follow. I can't be the only one who just cycles through the blend modes to see what looks best. Oh, absolutely. Sometimes you have one in mind, like you're going direct for one, but often it's just, let's scroll through, like see what looks good. Can't remember all of them except for like 3. Have some different names and some different programs. Yeah, that's annoying. That's right. Just through use, you'll kind of learn, and you know, I've also looked at resources and people who explain them much better than I can, to know what each layer mode does. But most of them I just know by vibes. Like, for example, one of my favorite layer modes is, let's do solid color here. My favorite layer modes is difference. I just applied a black layer on difference here. What if I apply a white layer? If the layer is perfectly white, it inverts. It's just it's exactly the same as using an invert filter. If it's black, it leaves it the same. But what if it's gray? Ooh, it starts getting funky. This makes some really cool effects. Like this to me, if you want to invert an image, make it look cool, this looks better than this. Like some intermediate tone. And you can see how, like, you know, it starts with inverted and slowly the brightest spots, like the tips of the hand, start showing up. And then the intermediate spots. And if you just apply a little bit, it just makes the shadows kind of bright. And it's really good for like some kinds of old, like washed up photos do have this specific effect where the shadows kind of turn grayish. Anyway, I love this layer mode. It's cool. And I don't know what specific mathematics is going in there, but I just know that it's kind of a slider from 0 to invert. Your edible is hitting, this is freaky. I'm trip-sitting you through horror art. Never use Substance Painter. There's a different one for ad. That's so funny. So now for the other hand, and we can just fill this up like so. Okay, this gives us the base of the effect. But I feel like it needs a little bit more. Like maybe the burns created sort of like a little imprint on the skin. Okay, dig a little bit into the skin. So around the burned areas, we get a sort of like, you know, a little bit of a relief. So it has a little bit of curve to it. Let's see, I have a way of maybe doing this, but it is kind of trial and error. We'll see what this does. Why does that not work? Okay, maybe multiply? Yeah, multiply. Okay, so we just get a combined layer that's just the pattern on whites. And then we do this current layer and we select only the burns. Gonna make that into its own layer, so it's kind of a transparent PNG basically. And let me see. Now I'm gonna apply that with 0 fill, and then add a bevel effect. Get an outer bevel. And where's the lighting coming from? It should be like so. All right. Ooh, that's too much. This is sort of the effect I was thinking about. You know, a little bit less exaggerated. Maybe instead of screen and multiply, we use different effects. Did you see what I'm going for, right? Found a new favorite SCP, SP327. Can you explain that one a little bit, Ricochet, so I can know if I know it? I don't know SCPs by number. Do you normally know the story first and then make the photo, or do you kind of just make the photo and fill it out as you go and create a story afterwards? I feel like it's often a combination of both. Like, just to give you this one as an example, I was talking to Ocean, who's a big blue buzzard in chats, and because we're doing a sort of art trade for this, Ocean is going to make a character for the Google universe, and I'm going to make something for Ocean's like setting that he's working on. Sort of like pool rooms adjacent. I was like, instead of making a character, I decided like, hey, how about like if I make a sort of a creature or danger that lives in this world, and we came up with the idea of caustics, these lights in the bottom of the pool. At first, it was going to be a creature that's camouflage in itself, like a large creature that just camouflage itself in a pattern of caustics to hide at the bottom of the pool. But then that just kind of evolved into what if there were microscopic creatures that kind of imprinted those patterns on your skin. And that's where we got to this place. But then, like, as I make the image and as I just talk about it with chat and just like think about it as I make it, it'll often, like, other things will develop, right? Like the idea will further develop and sometimes change in different ways. So it's a bit of both. Is it too science needed to ask about burns within the nail beds? Yeah, we're gonna remove them from the nails. I feel like they wouldn't get there. The nails would protect those areas. Thank you, Sander. It's like little like jellyfish stings. That's exactly what I'm going for. Jellyfish stings. Okay, let's see. What if instead of multiply, it's color burn as well? Ooh, okay. That is something. Like, look at that. Just makes it feel deeper. And I feel like this one, the lights can go on screen, but let me also try color dodge. I feel like that's a bit too orange, but it also looks pretty good. This before and after. Let's see, linear dodge. Okay, linear dodge is good. That's more what I was thinking. It's a linear burn here too. I feel like color burn works better. Nice and bloody, yeah. Starting to look good, I think. Let me see, is there any other layer effects that I can add to this? Like outer glow? Let's see. Outer glow, if we exaggerate it, this is what I would make, right? It's just creating a glow around the whole thing. And we can use that to, if we put that on, let's say color, and we use a red, we can add a sort of inflammation around it. Let's see, like not a ton, but it adds to it a bit, I think, right? Hey, Palomita. Glad you made it to say hi. I'll see you on the next one. Gonna take a lot of Neosporin. It's gonna take a lot of ibuprofen. So I feel like we got something pretty good so far. I feel like the patterns inside it, like these little skin cells, would be burned off, also as well as the hairs. So thinking of how to do that best. Okay, what if I select just the pattern as it is and make a copy of the original, you know, of the hands, but only this. Then I take that, blur it, so it'll keep the color, but it'll lose the detail of those like cells inside. But I feel like it needs I'm gonna expand the selection a little bit. Okay, shift edge feather. A little bit more feathered. What are these caustic creatures? So we thought of siphonophores for the caustic creatures. Yes, Big Blue already answered it. And make one of your characters have these marks on them to show that at least one person who's still alive did have interaction. Yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be cool. Hey, good day. How you doing? Okay, so by controlling the opacity on this color burn layer, like honestly, you could remove it and the effect would still be pretty cool, but controlling the opacity lets us control how deep the burn feels, or bloody, I guess. I'm gonna go with something a little lighter than what we had. And then, well, I guess one of the things, if you came across this creature and you kind of passed through it, it would burn you in these patterns, but you know, it would burn you in the back of your hands, but the front would be safe. And in the middle, like between your fingers, it will kind of wrap around them a little bit, but you know, not entirely. So for example, like all the way down here, would probably not go that far. So what I can do is give this layer mask, like this specific layer, and control like how deep it goes in different places. So that it feels more shallow in the places where we choose. Like so. And it kind of feels like we're closing the wounds. That's freaky. I like it. It's so strange. Just because of how we set up the filters and the effects. It just kind of does it on its own. Oh, like the caustic touch. Exactly. Oh yeah, also nails. We did say that nails would be spared. But it's honestly really fun to mess with this layer and just using a soft brush like this and applying it, and it kind of feels like you're closing the wound in real time. It's fun. Like I could see this working on video if you set up the same effect on like After Effects or something and put it on top of a video that you'd have to mask and stuff, but you could have the an effect where the wounds just sort of open or close. Where it just slowly pops up like this in different places. Are you going, Spidey? Have a good night. What's a caustic? Caustics are these little patterns that appear on pools, and it's not necessarily in water. Caustics are just this type of reflection where a thing like a translucent thing like water or glass concentrates light into a single point, and it creates these beautiful little patterns. So glasses will do the same. You put a glass on light that hits it from the side, it'll create a sort of fun little glowy reflection on the ground. That's a caustic too. It's just how these types of lights are called. But in this case, they cause burns. It's not really a caustic, it's a creature pretending to be one. To hide in pools where nobody expects it. Thanks, good day. Okay, so this little bit of manual editing helps a lot. This little outer glow is pulling its weight to like just this. Makes it feel inflamed. I'm wondering if I add a drop shadow where the layer is knocked off. I put that on screen mode. Reduce the distance to 0. Increase the size. Thank you, Archivist, for the follow. Okay, what I'm trying to create here is something that feels, you know, where the areas that have been burned feel like they're raised up a little, which also happens with inflammation, right? When things get inflamed, they get red and swollen. So to make those areas look a little bit swollen, it's kind of what I'm going for here. So I'm adding a little bit of lights above them. And then I'm going to copy this drop shadow and do the opposite and add shadow below them. Maybe multiply. Yeah. Let's see, does that actually help? Let me zoom in on one area. Let's see, before, after. It does feel like it's a little bit raised up, right? Or am I going insane? It's kind of subtle, but this feels flatter. This feels like there's little bumps, ridges where the burns are. Yeah, that actually does help, I think. How are you guys feeling about this? Is it gnarly enough? Is it too gnarly? Cass, I'm doing the opposite. It doesn't sink into the skin. If you get a burn, your body will send out liquids to that area. You know, any damaged area in the body. That's what inflammation is. So, you know, this is your normal skin, right? Then you get this bit burned off. What your body will do is... Well, where's the correct tool? Is raise that bit up. That's too strong. Let's raise that. How does it do that? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, yeah, there we go. This gets raised up because your body sends a lot of like blood and your immune system there. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So I added a little bit of light here and a little bit of shadow here, which creates the effect that it's just each of the burned areas is a little bit raised up. Does that make sense? You know the fun bit about this too? I can straight up move them, which is pretty cool. Listen to the medical professionals, always. Okay, let me add a soft light layer that's just constrained to inside of this. Let me see what it does. Okay, I can soften some of the burns with it. Or deepen them. Oh, you have dermatitis that gets patterns, yeah. So I think it's called geographic patterns, although I might be confusing it with a different thing. Oh shit, I should have signed this with burns. That would be great. in a horrible way, man. Where should I sign this with burns? Maybe here? This area is pretty clear. Okay, let's do a thing. I'm gonna create a copy of one of our burn layers. Or wait, yeah, maybe I can do this. Hello, Bean. Just made a little noise. My baby. Okay, so I create a new layer that is in 61% color burn, like so. And then I take from this layer, I'm going to sample from all layers, and I'm going to draw my signature using that. So one line here. We need another straight line. This one will do. I can move them around. Then I'll apply the same effects to it. But for now, I'm kind of setting up the boundaries and the lines. Let's see, another straight line. This one's pretty good. All right, that should do it. And now align the crosses over. So let's select one that more or less has the same direction. And we copy it like so. And boom, we got a signature. Nice. So now what I can do is take this on its own, put it on normal mode, 100%. Oh, remove this chunk, I guess. So from here. And we're going to do the same thing here. It's 172, 239. 172, 239. And this creates the second layer. which will get the exact same effects. And 0 fill. Boom. Burned. Nummular dermatitis is on hand. Coin-like. Okay, so I was thinking like geographic is usually in terms of medicine is usually when it forms kind of continent-like patterns. And I think this can happen in some dermatitis. The classic case is geographic tongue, which is just such a funny term that I kind of stuck with it from med school. Let me show you geographic tongue. If you don't like seeing tongues, don't look for a few seconds. See, it creates these little consonants-looking patterns. Well, and sometimes stranger patterns do these. Anyway, if you weren't looking, you can look now. It's pretty fun how it just feels like it suddenly raises up. Where these two connect kind of creates a really red area. Okay, I honestly think this is looking pretty good. What I think I might do is accompany this with a picture of just a pool with caustics in it. Just so people, you know, get it. Get the connection. It looks painful. Yeah, it probably is. Like getting stung by a million jellyfishes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that blue color, I think. It contrasts nicely with the burns, too. Like, okay, what I'm trying to think now is... I want to show for people who don't know what a caustic is, which, you know, is a lot of folks. I want to show this next to some actual caustics. And I'm trying to think of maybe a way of incorporating both of these imageries into the same image. But I don't know. I don't know how best to do that. Maybe there's caustics like reflected on the wall. Like, let's say... take this, put it on screen. remove the background. Maybe not screen. Like in a shitty way, but something like this, where it kind of feels like we're in a pool. Because I feel like it's more elegant to show everything in a single picture without having to rely on a second picture just for context. Which, if we have to, it's fine. I don't specifically mind it. But it would just be an unedited picture like this one, you know? So maybe showing it on the picture itself is the solution. But for example, I think if in the search for caustics, we had a good one. No, actually it wasn't on that search. But it might have been on the search, for pool. Where there was a good picture of a pool with a wall next to it, a bunch of caustics. Reflection is a good idea. Yeah, let's try it. Like something a bit better than what I just did. Because I do not love that. Does this one have some caustics on the wall? No. They would be on the other side. Oh, this one's really good too. I'm pretty sure it was in this search. I have one picture in mind, but it might actually be on the Google search, like on here. Let's see, because we didn't scroll too far in here. So if it is here, it should be pretty far up. There's a bunch of like renders of it. See, like caustics on walls tend to look a little bit more distorted. I guess because you kind of catch them at an angle. Most of these are 3D renders though. Which makes sense, because it's a term for that is used a lot by 3D render folks. Check out caustics wall. This was a picture I was actually thinking of. Yeah, okay, so it was just on Google. But this would be the type of pattern we'd be looking for. Let's see, maybe we're lucky and just in the search for pool here, we'll find a good. Maybe if I look for indoors pool. I'll get something good. No, it's just getting me pictures of indoors in general. It's the annoying thing about combining different search terms in these websites. It'll just give you the individual search results for each of those terms. What about these ones? They're a little bit more distorted. Like what I'm looking for. Pretty far away though. Pretty small. Let's see, or maybe like caustics in like more disturbed water could do the trick. Maybe Texture Labs has some good pictures of caustics. Let me see. I recently donated to a guy on Texture Labs because he does an amazing job and I use his textures a lot. And it allows you to download all of the library of textures directly to your computer. So actually downloaded it recently. And I haven't sorted through them yet. But they should be somewhere. Texture Labs, all textures. Wait, is this the one? Okay, here it is. So if you don't know, Texture Labs has a bunch of really amazing textures that I constantly use. They're all free. You can just get these for free if you go to texturelabs.com. And if you look closely, there's a few of the grunge textures on his side that are actually mine. Not mine, but it's just stuff I found in the Library of Congress and I sent to him. Some of these, like these plates here, it's a mine. Well, mine, you know, it's just like cleaned up some textures from old silver plates. Okay, it should be... Does he have one for water? Water. It is ice. That's a cool texture. Like these are caustics on sand, which do have a cool vibe. It's more like the ones I'm looking for. So it is a step closer. But we would have to blur them a bit to remove the sandiness of the texture. Just file that away. And let's see. Put that on screen. If I just keep the lights, is it too sandy? Yeah, I think it is. Does not do the trick. He's alright. Okay, so I guess it is back to Unsplash here to look for hopefully a good picture of a pool that shows a wall with those reflections on them. We'll see if we're lucky. That's a beautiful picture, yeah. What do you need, Val? Fake water reflection. So I specifically am looking for caustics, like these water reflections, but caustics that are reflected on walls, like this specific texture. Because I'm trying to add a little bit to the wall, but if I just use the regular caustics on water, it just doesn't feel right. What is this? I don't know what that is, but it has some nice patterns on it. Random picture of guy holding his crotch. Okay. What if I looked for 3D renders of pools? Because those tend to have more exaggerated lights like that. So I feel like that might work better. Okay, let's see, this looks like a 3D render. But no cool. Not cool reflections for me. Yeah, good. Okay, let me try pool render. It's gonna give me pools and renders. I want both. There's a blender monkey there. Will this one have any? I don't think so. It's too bright of a picture. No luck. Is it? Yes! It's very small. Oh my god. Like I found it, but now it's... This is nothing. I can't use this little corner of an image. So close yet so far. Link will picture and send it to via Discord DMs. Yeah, sure. That'll work. No cool reflections. Oh, this picture has so much promise. It does have exactly what I need. If only it was a little bit closer, a little bit crisper. Let's see, pool wall perhaps. Maybe to look for stuff like this, like pool house. Maybe. We'll see if we're lucky with any of these though. Getting a lot of strange indoor pools though. So it is on the right path. And search for fountains. Could be. Could be. It's a good idea. If anything else fails, this one might approximate the look we need anyway. I already tried indoor pool as a search, and no, it just gives you pictures of indoors and pictures of pools separately, as it often does when you look for two words. No, it's too Ripley. I have not looked on Wikicommons. Wikicommons might have stuff if you look for caustics though. Let's give that a try, why not? Gonna explore all the options. There's these two in, hey, free pick and Adobe stock. Let me see Adobe stock. Might be what we need. Considering it does have one. Hopefully it should log in on its own if I would just wait a second. There it is. Search caustics. Okay. That's more like it. This little vase one might do. Send you stuff from indoor pool. Oh, let me see. Oh, you got a bunch. Now it's Ripley. No, it has to be on a clean surface. Let's see if any of these have something cool. This one looks pretty good. Like the one on the wall here. Don't know if I zoom in, we don't get a lot of detail out of that though. It is fairly promising. Let's see. Oh, no, this. I don't know if you're thinking of the same thing I'm thinking. I'm not looking for like reflections on the water. I'm looking for reflections on the wall. This. Or like this, kind of tangentially, like it could work, but. Bad. Good. Why is that in caustic? There is a pretty good blister right here that I will save for later. I'll save it in my gross picture folder. Not a ton for caustics on Adobe stock. Like most this one, but okay, let's go to Wikimedia, look for caustics, filter, and see what we get. Might be some good stuff, apart from like the other definition for caustic, which seems to be most of it. Googly eyes. See, this means that we are on the right path. This is Googly Owl blessing us. Caustic network. That does give us a bit more specific results. Not a lot more though. Caustic optics. Same results. Oh, sorry for the shingles. Free pick. I'm not really sure about free pick as a source. Like I feel like I don't trust it. Oh, this one. Oh, premium image. All right. So it's not free pick. It's not free pick. You liar. This is good. Let me look for Creative Commons here. This is cool. Bow caustics. How did I not think of boats? This one's not usable because it has non-commercial on it. But that is a place where caustics appear. Sadly, not a lot of pictures though. Caustics ship. No. Bow. Just that one picture. Boat. Same. Okay. I say we take... Oh, hold on, I missed that one, sorry. Give me a sec. Work. That one's... We got a million like that. It's just caustics on water. It's not a hard one to find. They just... Caustics on water look different than caustics on walls. Which is why I was trying to look specifically for that. But... I'm fine with using water, honestly. Okay, we'll see what we can do with ones we got. This one, I think it's just very shallow water here. It is very ripply, and it does have... The background is kind of dirty, so that makes it harder. These ones have nothing. This one does have the reflections we need, but they're so far. So small. This one does have a cool pattern. Let me see if this will work. Okay, so we're gonna select just the area we're interested in. Closest you got so far. I think that one's really good, Sora. Hold on, let me download and see if zooming into it could work. Like, it's gonna be a detail in the corner. I want the caustics to cover the whole image. So it might do. Like this little chunk here. Could be. It's a little sideways, but it does have little wood chunks. But hopefully it will work. I don't know. Might be worth a try. Let's see, this size. Give it a second to load. Blur it, maybe a little. Gretham, thank you for the follow. Come on, Photoshop, don't be slow. Don't slow down on me, Photoshop. Please. It's a really large image that we're cutting a little chunk from. So it does make sense. Oh, put that on screen, not multiply. What was that noise, Bean? Hello. A sleeper. Oh, oh, where are you going? Just changing position. This one was pretty close to greatness, but I don't think it is. It's lost too much detail on it. So let's see. I feel like this one might do. It is in water, but it's the best we got. So let me delete that because it's a huge image. There we go. Now let's see if that saves as a PSD. I got too many images I just threw in, so I don't know if it will, but let's see. Let's hope so. Okay, come on. Photoshop, work with me. Photoshop. It's not responding. Photoshop not crash. Scary for a moment. My layer disappeared. Okay, I need to remove some, like one of the million layers I put in. Thank you for the save reminder. Did the audio again, Bucky? Is it good now? Let me know if it's good now. First place, second only. Okay. Yeah, that was just Photoshop thinking too hard. It thought so hard it destroyed OBS, but that's fine. Gonna delete some layers. Let me see if it saves now. It should be because the size is much smaller now. Again, it did that thing where my volume shoots up on my own, the music volume shoots up on my headphones. I don't know why Photoshop lately has been fucking with my sound. You have no jurisdiction over that, dude. Come on, Photoshop, like, lay off of it. Get out of my way. Not what you need, but this is CC0. Nice. So that's it. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I kind of want to keep it over just one corner of the image. Like so. Okay, let me try one thing. So I'm going to remove it outright from the hands. Like so. But now I'm going to make a copy of this. That I'm going to put directly on the hands. And I'm just going to move it a bit. just so the lines on the hand don't line up with the ones on the floor. I want to see a shark bite on an arm. Is it very gory? Like, just to know if I can show it on stream. But if it is CC0, you know, I'll put that on my horrible pictures folder. Okay, show it to me. I'll put it on my second screen and make the call. Two shark bite photos. What is this, my birthday? See. Yo! Damn, I think that might be too much to show on stream, but whoever wants to see shark bite photos, be advised that, you know, it is a shark bites. You can look those up. You can click those on the chat. That's wild. Well, that's going to my folder. You know it is. It's pretty niche. I don't know if I'll be able to use it a lot because it is in white. Could be a good base picture though to make something out of. Alright, so how about this? Is there anything you guys would change? Otherwise, I'll go on to the final touches. Okay, memories of awful summers. What is that? Jellyfish stings? Or just a pool? Mugwa or Mugwa? How do you say it? Hello. You can smell the chlorine. Never got stung by a jellyfish, but your skin tends to crack during very hot or very cold weather. Oh, that's why. Let's go with Mug then. It's what I tend to do. I tend to take people's Twitch usernames and just take the first three letters sometimes. Something my brain does. See about that grain. It's nice. Not too much, but a little bit. Let's go with a bluish light, maybe? No, it makes the hands look too green. Yeah, adding anything to the midtones just changes the skin to really weird colors. So I think I'm not going to touch the midtones. The highlights also mess with the skin a bit. Not as much. So I think I can add a little bit of blue on the highlights. As for the shadows, also going to add a bit of blue. I want the vibe of this picture to be just blue-green, you know? Blue cyan. Not having anything similar. Don't worry about it, it's alright. I think I'm pretty happy with this. There we go. It's a little more desaturated. I feel like that goes with the vibe. Let's see. I'm noticing a little bit that bothers me. These two burns seem too connected. So, same with this and this. I'm gonna fix that up. You know, so each finger kind of feels independent. Same like this. Obviously, it's just like one picture that's applied everywhere, so it's gonna have problems like that. But hey, this is your chance to see how this funky effect works, because I had a lot of fun making it. It's basically just a normal layer that I put in with just the caustics, and then this little thing that makes it feel inflamed, however you say that. So I'm gonna cut the connections between these, so I kind of feel independence. Oh, this one here too. And then I'm gonna go to the original, which is this. Gonna remove all the little traces. Okay, that works pretty well. Makes the burns on the fingers feel a bit more independent. Let's let this one go all the way up to the edge. What's that mean? Just shuddered. Okay, let's see here. Let me disconnect these two. These two. Are there any others that feel too connected? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's Let's see the thumb. Oh, thumbs look good too. Okay, and then there's how the signature layer connects to the other layer. I feel like they don't connect too well. I wonder if people will find the signature quickly or slowly for this one. Enjoy some skulls. I always love some skulls. Nice. Colorized. Alright, I feel like it's looking good. Let me reapply those filters. Yeah, that feels better on the fingers. Nice. Okay, I would say I'm done with this. I would say there's nothing else to make here. Ocean, are you here? Are you still here? Or did you go to bed? If you're still here, let me know what you think. Because I guess for context, for the rest of the chats, this is a little art trade of Ocean, Big Blue Bastard here. You awake with sleepy? I was asking Ocean, not Lilith, but thank you for your input. Kidding. Yeah, it would be dope if you make a character have these marks. I think that would be fun. A fun little OC. I will leave the character design to you since that's more your area of expertise. Just make horrible diseases. Surprisingly short stream. Yeah, sometimes an edit goes quick. That's how it is. That's how it be. Sometimes it goes pretty fast. Like, honestly, the hard part here was just making the effects where it feels kind of swollen like that. But since it was like automatic, like I just had to do it once for the whole thing, it got done pretty quick. What do you think, Bean? Hello. Yeah. I would make another Bean edit, but that's gonna take a bit, and it is getting fairly late. So I'll probably leave that for another stream. Hello, Bean. Give me kisses. Might edit a pre-existing one, because I already have too many guys. Making into guys so appealing, I hate it. Make me a self-insert. What if I got stuck in the pool rooms? What would become of me? I'm kidding. I mean, do if you want, but... But yeah, I'm happy with how this one came together. Especially because it was just an idea that came to me and Ocean, because Ocean was also participating in the conversation. But it's such a naturally developed idea that I really like how it came up. Hello, Bean. What's up? Oh yeah. Give Bean a kiss. That's always a great idea. How you doing, little man? Did you sleep well after going crazy for half the stream? Are you a little sleepy boy? Yeah. Are you a sleepy little man? Yes, you are. Put Bean in the pool rooms. What would Bean do in the pool rooms? He would make so many friends. I bet. Oh. Oh, Bean, you managed to somehow skip the music. You are so talented. You're so talented. You click all the right buttons. And you also apparently right-click on my Photoshop. Oh, I gotta save this. Oh, he's purring. The boy is purring. DJ Bean. I was like, put on the Zelda one. Thank you, Bean, for choosing the tunes this stream. We love you very much. Don't worry, Bean, I'm just saving this as a JPEG. I'll give you a million kisses. Oh, I've been playing Balatro, really fun game. More kisses. There's never enough. There's never enough for you. Kiss. Thank you. Man, more kisses. Someone will stop him. Are you good, Bean? Yes, he is. Oh. I forgot I have Bean Cam on, despite Bean being here. What did you find, Sora? Don't tell me you found Caustics. When it turned on. That would be funny, though. Oh. Okay, it's barnacles. It's good barnacles. I'll download that, because I was thinking of doing some kind of barnacle parasite at some point. What are you up to, Bean? He's just sitting here. He's looking at my cool shirt. He has a wizard on it. You like my wizard shirt, Bean? Is it your favorite shirt? No, it has to be the shirt with your big mug on it. That I have back, that I forgot to bring here. It's back in the Canaries. Oh yeah. You like the wizard t-shirt? Right, it's great. It's like from a brand, and I think they tried to make the logo of the brand with this, but I can't even see it. So to me, it's just a wizard shirt, and he's making magic to bones. It's great. I fucking love this shirt. It's so silly. Barnacles on people? I was thinking about a barnacle parasite, but I'm not sure yet what to do with it. The concept is there, though. A million kisses from Bean. 10 out of 10 shirt. Right? I saw it and I had to buy it. So yeah, okay. I'm going through. If you guys remember, Bean, you're kind of standing on it. Can you just move that a little? Move that. Yep, there we go. I'm currently working through this list of prompts, which, you know, kind of hard to read there. No, that's actually pretty readable. I'm working through this list of prompts. These are the Cursed Files prompts that I run on the Discord. If you go to the Discord, which I'm going to put a link in the chat. If you go to the, and if you hear the weird mic noises, that's Bean scratching up against the mic. He's just currently doing that. He likes doing that sometimes. Oh, don't fall, camera. Don't fall, camera. Camera's not collaborating. Okay. Yeah, I'm currently working through this list of prompts. This is for the, if you go to the Discord, to the Cursed Files channel, you will find that every 2 weeks we post a new prompt. Beanie saying hi to you. Every 2 weeks I post a new prompt there, and I'm currently kind of going through all the ones that I missed throughout time, because there are 41 prompts now. We're in the 41st, and yeah, I'm just kind of going through all of these, making something for each of them. I don't know if I'll get to all of them, but at least it's like a good exercise where I make a lot of one-off little things with cool, interesting concepts. I just get, you know, I just explore in one single piece. Oh, Bean is scratch. Oh, he loves that. Yeah, go for it, man. You're killing it. So yeah, out of the ones I want to make that I have like specific ideas for, this is why I have this notebook. The pencil part is just ideas for each of the prompts. So he's going crazy. He's biting it. He hates my ideas. He hates my ideas so much, he's biting them. No, I think he likes the texture of this, so he's scratching his little face against it. Yep, there he goes. Oh, he loves it so much. Yeah, do it. I'm providing him a service. Anyway. He's going to town on that spiral, right? He loves it. Out of the ideas that I have, like out of the prompts I have more concrete ideas for, I have a few separate ones. One of them is parasite, which I was thinking a barnacle parasite for it, but I'm not quite sure. I might leave that one for the end because I've already done a bunch of parasites recently, so that way it doesn't feel samey. Ruby Blood Rose Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Why not a condition that causes parts of the body to come off onto surfaces and stick like barnacles? Oh, like you are the barnacle. That's fun. That's fun. A spiral has good texture. A spiral does have a good texture. Like, I could do this. Okay. So, yeah. Parasite. Then I have an idea I came up with during the weekend where I take a bunch of these prompts and line them up together to make a little story. So this is what I came up with. It starts with the prompt stretched, where it starts in an archaeological site, and they start finding these weird stretched bones that are clearly human bones that have been stretched beyond recognition. That's part one. Second, part two, for each of these we'll do an image, right? They find like remains of rituals next to these stretched bones. And it's kind of like speculation on whether, you know, these remains, these like stretched remains were part of some strange ritual. The third prompt is alert. And we get a picture of the archaeological sites, and there's like police tape around it. And we get in the text of the story, we get told that the area is closed off after one of the archaeologists disappears. And then we get to the fourth prompt, which is stalk, like stalking, where we get the remaining archaeologists looking out the window or something like that. It's being stalked by a strange stretched being, which is, you know, presumably the other archaeologist who disappeared. So we get the story, you know, it starts with the archaeological sites. We find stretched bones there, and suddenly someone disappears, and we find them again, and they're in a stretched form stalking the other person. I don't know. It's just an idea I had. I might do a different sequence of prompts, but the idea was just doing a little story by chaining together a few prompts instead of doing one-offs. Kind of do a little thread. I don't know. I'll think about it. Like, definitely something to think about. Oh, that concept? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I also have the prompt shadow, which I was thinking of doing something with an atomic shadow. You know, where they do nuclear tests and they find that on the ground next to the test, there's a huge humanoid shape, like way too large. And it just kind of leaves the question. It's kind of a bit of an open mystery of what left that. Was there like some kind of invisible being that just created that huge nuclear shadow? Did they kill this being, or did it just discover its existence? I don't know. I still like. I don't know if that idea is very complete on its own, but I just like the image of a huge, enormous humanoid nuclear shadow. It might go a different way with it. I'm still not sold. Don't buy cables. We've been through this. Those are the most concrete ideas I have. There's also, you know, the image we did today. This bad boy is part of an art trade with Ocean Man, Big Blue Buzzard in chat, who is going to be doing a character in the Google universe. So I was thinking there's another prompt called Angel, and the character is going to be an angel. So we could use that to make a piece based on this character once it's done. I don't know. Another idea, or we might do another angel. We'll see. I don't know. I have one silly one that I think people will like. There's a prompt called Déjà Vu, which, you know, it's like when you've seen it's something that feels like you've seen already. So, do you guys know the Cool S? It has many names, but mostly seen and referred as the Cool S. It's this classic thing that everyone did as a kid, where you do this. Right, and so the Cool S. There's variations of it, but or it can be an 8 too if you just close that off. I had this idea a long time ago of having like an archaeological excavation, and they dig up this ancient tablets, and it just front and center the Cool S. And I don't know why I find that shit so funny. It's just like there's a bit of a mystery of what is the origin of the Cool S, and I pull up like a fucking Babylonian tablet with the Cool S on it. I think that might be fun for the prompt Déjà Vu. I was thinking of like old ideas I had that could go well with these prompts. I was like, oh, Cool S. Remember people getting detention for drawing that S? Oh my god. The evil S. That is entertaining, allow that. Okay, I will do this. I'll do Cool S for the Déjà Vu prompt. I will mark this one as possible. I don't know, I might even do that tomorrow, since I don't quite know what I'll do for tomorrow's stream. I don't have it lined up. See, I got this cool calendar thingy where you got, you know, a little box for each day. Really cool little notebook. And I note down like the ideas for each stream there. So I could do Déjà Vu tomorrow, since that's a pretty specific idea. Like I know exactly what I want that to look like. I want it to look like an ancient Babylonian thing, or maybe like an old Norse carving, something like that. There's surely an evil S. Okay. I'm gonna mark for tomorrow's stream Cool S Origins. That's what I'm calling this. The most common one has the two edges connected like an 8. I like this variation I did. I'll have to look up with which one is the most common. This one feels like an 8 to me. I feel like I have to close off this to make it an S. I don't know, maybe that's just because it's the one I was taught. And I was, interestingly enough, this is pretty worldwide, like the cool S is pretty much everywhere. I wasn't taught this at my school. It wasn't like really a thing at my school. I was taught this by an American kid who was several years younger than me. And he kept drawing the cool S. And it was like, here, I'll show you this really cool thing. And he was so excited to show me. I was like, yeah, sure. And he taught me how to draw the cool S. That was a lot of fun. When I went in school, we had like a couple weeks exchange to the US, where you would go to the US for 2 weeks to a different school. And was it 2 weeks? Maybe it was a little longer. A few weeks, you know, it was pretty short in terms of exchanges, but you know, it's just going there for a few weeks. And then the American kid would come over to our school for a couple weeks. And that was like that was the little brother of that American kid I did the exchange with. Taught me how to do the cool S. So it was a true cultural exchange. Have you perhaps considered that the kid was me? No way. Yeah. I think we're gonna call it there though, y'all. Thank you so much for being with me this fine night. We will be back tomorrow if all goes well. If nothing else happens. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And I think we'll be making the cool S Origins. Or something else, might be a surprise, but that's what I got written down, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. So, y'all, thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Until then,